streets were innocent. What I mean by that is kids could come home from school, if mum and dad were out at work, it didn't matter. Neighbours were there, they could have a jam sandwich and disappear for a couple of hours. That wouldn't raise concern, that would not be a problem. This was just the way of the streets. They were safe. A nice place to come from and a nice place to be. Maureen was living with a mother and a father at 20 Eaton Street. Across the way, 2 minutes walk would have been the grandmother's house. Myra was being looked after at the grandmother's house. At this stage now, I'm getting very close to Maureen, and I made her pregnant, and we married when I was 16. Up to me marrying Maureen, I had no social connection with Brady or Hindley, other than a nodding acquaintance. We was on a motorway and a car had cut us up. The occupants were lads or what have you, and they were having a laugh. Brady took this totally wrong. He just ordered Myra to overtake them, burn them off. So at high speed she did, and he did no more. A few empty wine bottles. He positioned himself at the back of our vehicle and just threw them at the car, aiming for the windscreen. This is the first time he shows any being irrational. We showed her into the parlour, and it was an open coffin, and I think that she wasn't prepared for that. So, just for a few seconds, tears appeared in her eyes. That's all. I'm not over-elaborating this, it was seconds. And it had smudged the makeup under her eyes. She wore very dusty Springfield type makeup under the eyes, very heavy black mascara type eye makeup. And the watering of her eyes had made the makeup run. She quickly got a grip of herself. And then she was more concerned about if she went outside and Ian would notice that she'd showed emotion. And I've got to emphasise, it's only a few seconds of emotion. But she had to dry her eyes and clean her eyes before she returned back to the car.
This is Hattersley, a Manchester housing estate. In 1965, David Smith and Maureen moved here. Myra Hindley, her grandmother and Ian Brady had already moved to this row of houses in Wardlebrook Avenue. It was here Brady revealed more of his violent nature.
We started talking of petty crime, a situation of a robbery. Could we do this? Could we do that? And again, it's in a cloud of drink. I'm not excusing it. I'm not excusing anything. But it was all said through a cloud of drink. It's two blokes, very drunk, talking bravado and just waffling. This then changes into a more serious matter, and he produces guns. Now this, to me, at my stage of life now, I can look back and say, that impressed me. That impressed me. The simple fact that these were metal things. I've never seen a gun before in my life. And all of a sudden there's a 45, there's a 38. These are big guns. And he's producing them and showing them to me. Occasionally she'd take part, but not comment very much as regards robberies. More, she would be talking to Maureen about girly talk. The girls would get bored and literally go to bed, go for a lie down, and leave us drinking, listening to big band music, Hitler tapes, pretty bad atmosphere altogether.